Campaign to fight crimes against women and children coming soon. Social media policy in the works, and sprinters blaze the track at Invitational Meet. You're watching Jamaica House Weekly. I'm Samantha Allen.
I am very concerned and distressed at the number of young women and girls who are raped and murdered.
Prime Minister Portia Simpson Miller speaking at the Women's Empowerment Expo at the Indoor Sports Arena over the weekend. Mrs. Simpson Miller said the government was working on an interagency campaign to tackle violence against the nation's women and children. She also had a warning for perpetrators.
My administration is not going to allow anyone, parents, guardians, or any offender to ever escape the punishment for hurting a child.
Defense Minister Prime Minister Portia Simpson Miller has assured military personnel that plans are far advanced to build new accommodations at Up Park Camp.
The Housing Trust new board will be instructed to move with haste to ensure that that is done.
The Defense Minister gave that assurance as she toured Up Park Camp last Wednesday. Mrs. Simpson Miller also praised the soldiers for their dedicated service to the country and encouraged them to continue to be strong and fearless in the protection and defense of Jamaicans.
For the first time, the government is going to look at a major social media policy.
Information Minister Senator Sandrea Falconer speaking at World Press Freedom Day on Thursday, May 3. Senator Falconer said government was in the process of employing someone to assist in drafting the policy. The Information Minister declared that she was aware that while social media had contributed greatly to communication, it also had negative qualities.
We see the good side of it because it allows us to be on top of many things. But we certainly have to look at the destructive side of it, the personal destructive side of social media, and we have to look at policies and ensure that in the advancement of freedom of expression and in the advancement of allowing people this space, that it does not become a destructive tool.
Meanwhile, Jamaica ranks 16th out of 179 countries in press freedom, jumping 9 places on the latest Reporters Without Borders list. Information Minister Senator Sandrea Falconer made the disclosure as she addressed the gathering to recognize World Press Freedom Day.
Jamaica can proudly declare among its achievements the fact that it operates under the watchful glare of a free and independent press. Our democracy is vibrant, it is alive, and it is strong.
Observed under the theme, New Voices, Media Freedom Helping to Transform Societies, World Press Freedom Day brought together media practitioners and bureaucrats to discuss new developments and issues affecting the media profession. Prime Minister Portia Simpson Miller and Natalie Nita Headley, the minister responsible for sports, were among the throng of spectators at the National Stadium on Saturday to watch some of the world's top sprinters. The Prime Minister welcomed the local, regional and international athletes who blazed the track at the IAAF JN Jamaica International Invitational Track Meet. She said the meet would put the country in Olympic mode. The courtesy room at the office of the Prime Minister saw some traffic this past week. On Monday, Prime Minister Portia Simpson Miller received a limited edition bottle of Hennessy Cognac commemorating Jamaica 50. Mrs. Simpson Miller accepted the gift from Maurice Richard Hennessy. The special edition product will only be sold in Jamaica. By Friday, the Prime Minister met with representatives from the Jamaica Cooperative Credit Union League and the Private Sector Organization of Jamaica. The JCCUL celebrates 70 years of operation this year. At the PSOJ meeting, Mrs. Simpson Miller discussed issues related to the tax reform proposal. And that's it for this week's edition of Jamaica House Weekly. Join us next time for the latest out of the office of the Prime Minister.